You alright then guys, so welcome back to a brand new video. I know it's been, well, it feels like a little while, and today is finally a day that we are doing something which is actually performance wise, like a performance modification you would say. That sticker might give it away a little bit. Now these are so hard to come by. They literally came in stock. They've been out of stock for literally months and months. They keep their value really well because obviously it's just a Mountune product, they always do. But yeah, we got the Mountune short shifter. It was £182 I think with delivery. But yeah, someone on the Facebook group said that they'd just come back in stock. So I quickly went over to Mountune's website, had a quick look, and they were in stock. My mate actually had email notifications on for when these came back in stock. On the day, they came back in stock about 1 o'clock, and I checked again at about 4 or 5 o'clock and they was out of stock again already. And that was just coming into stock for literally the first time in months. So these are really hard to come by. It's like hen's teeth. But yeah, here it is, the short shifter. Basically it replaces the standard actual, I don't know what you call this bit, the actual part of this itself. I think that's like cast iron or something. It's really heavy. Well, I think from what I've heard, people say it's heavy, and obviously this just reduces the throw by around 30%, I think it is, and I think this is a lot lighter as well, so gear changes should feel a lot easier to change, and obviously a shorter throw as well. I've been wanting one of these for ages. Finally they came back in stock, and I just had to grab one. I know it's quite expensive. You can get cheaper ones, but they're not the Mountune one. They're not like this. I think all they do is kind of just shorten the throw, but this one I think makes it feel a little bit lighter to get into the gears. And also this will, people who have got the problem of the tight gears and kind of difficult to get into gear, this is where that problem will occur, in this little part here. Basically on the standard part of this, you'll need to drill this part out. I think it's to 12mm, because I think it just gets caught up and shit in there, and little shards of metal and little things like that just starts to block it up, and that's what makes it go stiff to get into gear. So people drill that out to 12mm, and then it feels a lot lighter and easier to get into gear. So if you've got that problem, one of these will sort that issue as well. Obviously my gears feel totally fine at the moment. I'm just mainly getting it for the more sportier feel, like kind of lighter gear shifts and the shorter throw as well. So fairly simple to fit. Just driven the car up onto some bricks because I can't even jack my car up even with a low line or low access jack. So I've just driven it up onto bricks. Low car life, mate. So just gonna jack the car up, get it onto some stands, and then we will have a look at getting to it. Right then guys, so just under the front of the car there is this part here. It's a bit difficult to get under, but it's not too bad. Now I've managed to jack it up a little bit higher, but first of all you just want to get off all these clips off the front. Ah right, of course there's one right at the top where you can't get your fucking big hands. That sounded like something. Right, so top one is out. Now I've got to get this one out. Right, so now it's getting rid of this part here. You got to press this small part down here, and then actually I might push that down and try and use the back of the hammer as well. Right, that is now off. Pop that down there. Right, so taking this one off, this clips into this part here, this part clips onto the bottom of this part here. This is now unclipped onto from this part, and now I'm just struggling to get it clipped off of this top part here. So I'll join the get the camera back up when I finally got that clipped out of this whole thing. Alright, so now I've got this off. So both of these are off. Now what we need to do is take off these screws to get this actual plastic thing off. So what I'm going to do, I think there's one screw here. I think there might be one at the top as well, not 100% sure, but we'll have a look, get the screws out, and then we'll take this off. So there's a screw that needs to be undone on this right hand side as well. So I'll get this off, and then I think the plastic surround may come off. Right, so you need to take off one screw here, one screw over in this corner, and one screw right at the bottom at the back here. This will then free up this plastic, if I can get it out the top. It's a little bit tough to get it out, not the easiest to remove. Don't tell me there's another screw at the top. Need my phone. Might be another fucking thing, mate. And there's another bolt right at the top, so let's just get that top bolt undone. If we can actually get in there.
This is 4 bolts in total then?
Yeah, 4 bolts in total. This ain't gonna be fun to undo. Now that top one is out, so that's the 4 screws, one at the top, one here, one on the right hand side over here, and one right at the bottom. Now, pull that piece of shit out. Well, not really a piece of shit, but you know. Alright, so now it's just a case of removing this. This is the part that we're replacing. So I've just got the back of a hammer. I'm gonna just try and get that behind there. Can.
Why are you just hitting it?
Try and loosen it up. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's why. Forgot about that.
What? What's that?
That comes off the front. That's why it wouldn't fucking come off. Right, so there was actually a little part just in the front here, which you just need to take off. I forgot about that. So it's now come off. What you need to do is just be wary of that block at the bottom there. Just remove that. Right, so now this is off. Right, so here is the new part, here is the old part. There was a square block, just this little part here, which you need to take off of this ball joint or ball, whatever it is, and then the rubber boot back over it. So what we're going to do now, just slot that back into place. Yeah, just slot that back into place, put all the plastics back on, and we should be done. Right then, so here is the rubber boot. First of all, get that away. Find that hole. Right, I'm just going to slot this back onto here. Now, just need to slot this square thing back into the housing. It just needs to slot in there perfectly. Yes. Alright, so that square is now in. Just need to put that rubber boot back over this part. Right, so there is just this tiny little clip that I think slots just into the top of it. Just see. That'll do. Right, so now that clip is back on there. We now need to somehow get this back to where it was. This top part now needs to clip back in. That's a clip. Alright, so now everything is reconnected. This cable, gear link cable, is coming down here, connected onto that bottom ball joint, whatever you want to call it. That's not coming off, and it's clipped in. This one is also on here, and the top on it is not moving either, so that's all clipped in properly. Just going to ask the missus if she can play around with the gear stick, put it into gear. Huh? Yeah, is it going in? Yeah, okay, leave it then. Right, so now we just need to put this back on. Slide that around there. Let's clip it on top. That one's in. That one's in. Right, I'm happy with that anyway. So that is the short shifter all installed. We're now going to go check it out. And now we come into here. You can tell that is such a shorter throw. I should have filmed it before and after really, but that is I'd probably say it's about 40% shorter in my opinion, maybe 30% shorter, which is what it says on the website, but it does feel so much. It wasn't stiff before, but it feels like it actually goes into gear a little bit easier as well, and the throw is just so much shorter as well. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. I'm going to take it for a drive in a minute, test it. Right, so that is it, all installed. I'm happy with how it's shifting now. It's really nice. It's a little bit shorter, makes it feel a little bit more sporty as well. So now I'm just going to get the car off the jack stands, bring it down, and then I'm just going to take it for a little drive, and I'll bring the camera along with me as well. Right then guys, so just taking it out for a little drive. Already I can feel a big difference. It just feels so much more kind of direct than just a short shift. Like, it just feels so much more sportier and kind of a quicker gear change. It's difficult to explain, but the shifting is so much shorter, like a shorter throw. I can just feel the difference instantly with driving. It just feels so much better. So if anyone is looking for one, it's gonna be difficult to find one for sale because they are very rare to find, and Mountune very rarely have them in stock. So you can probably be waiting for a while. But yeah, the gear changing just feels so much more direct. It just feels great. So I'll just quickly put the camera down onto the gear shifter. Should have filmed it before and after really, but I don't know how much you'll be able to see, but it just goes in gear like a lot quicker now, and it just feels like shifting gear is so much easier and quicker. Kind of feel actually like getting into gear. Right, so I'm going to leave the video there. So thank you all for watching. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, check out my Instagram for regular updates. I'll just put it down in the corner or whatever. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.